Are you feeling depression within your job search? Are you feeling an increased level of anxiety and stress? In this video, I'm going to go through 5 tips to help you decrease these emotions and get back on track. It is so important not to ignore these signs. Depression can decrease the level of success that you have in your job search. It can decrease the likelihood that you can expedite success in your job search and land that great opportunity. Let's talk through how we can overcome some of the depression that you're experiencing and get you to a better state, a state where you're not feeling the depression 24/7. Maybe it decreases and then it continues to decrease day after day by following some of these steps. Tip number 1, increase your physical activity. Get outside, force yourself to take a walk. Force yourself to get on a treadmill if you can. Force yourself to just move around, stretch, do anything that increases the blood flow in your body. This is going to help decrease the level of depression. It's going to help increase the level of happiness and increase the level of euphoria. You're going to very quickly sense something is different in your body. You might just do one physical activity and it might trigger you to put a little bit more effort in your job search or to think through how you can be more strategic in your job search and not waste so much time applying to hundreds and thousands of jobs. Not the right strategy, but really getting out there, making sure that you are moving your body. So important. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. I will be posting a video every week to help you with your career and also land a great opportunity. Maybe one of your physical activities is shooting some hoops. Oh, I'm not the best there. I'm not the best there. But getting out there and taking that walk, seeing someone with a smile on their face, it is so important to stay in tune with others. Even at a distance, it's okay, but with nature. And that physical activity combined with nature, that will help you start to get out of that depression that you're feeling in your job search. I hope I was able to make you laugh for just a quick second. That was my daughter screaming in the background because I hit her in the head with the basketball. Motivation tip number 2, complete a therapeutic activity that will give you instant gratification. And let me give you some examples of these. One of them I've tried actually in the past when I was in my job search. I was feeling so down. It was taking too long for me to land a job. I didn't have the right resources. I didn't have the right mentor. I didn't have the right advice. So I was struggling in the process of making the best decision and also having more opportunities. But the therapeutic activity that I did, I started baking cheesecake. Now, you have to find your own therapeutic activity, but mine was the cheesecake, the plain cheesecake that everyone at my job actually enjoyed and my family. And I was making one every week, perfecting that cheesecake activity. Now, it might be for you, possibly maybe another baking a different item, or it could be, let's say you're making a special tea. That's a therapeutic activity. As soon as you make it and you smell it and you taste it, it automatically makes you feel happier. It makes you feel better. Now, these therapeutic activities, you have to identify them for yourself. But when you do, try to make that a routine every week. Or if it's a daily activity like tea or coffee, that is awesome. You just have to identify which one works for you. And what worked for me was that cheesecake. And sometimes I would put some blueberries on top of it. But certainly try to figure that out. Once you do and you get that instant gratification, try to put more effort into doing that therapeutic activity. My goal for this video is also to put a smile on your face. I want you to smile. I want you to feel happier as you're watching this video. Not just talk about these motivation tips, but I want to give you that instant gratification. I hope that that's happening throughout this video for you. Motivation tip number 3, gratitude. Having a gratitude journal. So on a daily basis, writing down at minimum 3 items that you are super grateful for that will make you feel like you do have a lot of great things in your life, a lot of great family members, friends, maybe physical items. Maybe it's just your house. Maybe it's a specific type of food. Maybe there are items the day before that you really, really enjoyed and you felt like were so great and they made you so happy. Write them down. When you write things down, it helps shift how you're feeling and it helps shift the tone of the day. If you do this in the morning, don't do this midday. You can definitely do it at night as well. Starting off though in the morning, just resetting your mind in the morning to be grateful, even if things are not going the right way. Now, this exercise took me years to even figure out. I always used to hear about it, and I always used to think, like, really seriously, writing something down is going to help me in my life. Yes, writing things down is going to help. It shifts your mind. It shifts how you're feeling. Seeing it on paper, the items that you love in your life, the items that you are grateful for, that will really, really help. But you have to put in the effort in the morning to do that. Can you miss a few days? Yes, I sometimes miss a few days. I forgive myself. You don't have to be perfect. But if the majority of the week you are taking your gratitude journal and writing things down, that is going to help you overcome depression. Motivational tip number 4, control what you can control. This is so important to overcoming depression in your job search. There are so many items that you cannot control. You have no control over what the hiring company is doing. You have no control over who is responding. You have no control over who does extend an offer to you. But what do you have control of? This is what I want you to pay attention to and put your efforts into. You can control the amount of energy you put into your job search. You can control what type of online course you use for your job strategy or what type of mentor that you utilize if you want to expedite your job search. You can control how you interact in the interview process, how you're prepared, how your resume looks, how your LinkedIn profile looks. When you can control improving your LinkedIn profile, your resume, your interview preparation skills, and your offer negotiation, that is going to very much help. Let's not worry about what someone is going to share within feedback. Let's just minimize the risk that they don't move forward. And how do you minimize that risk? Control your efforts into optimizing every step of the process and expediting with a great mentor. If you're interested, of course, I would love for you to apply, and I would love to help you in your job search if things do align with both of us. But just remember, control what you can, forget about the rest. Just put energy into the action steps that you can take as a great professional. Motivation tip number 5, to overcome your depression in your job search. Do not rely on just one company. Do not just stop your job search just because you heard really positive feedback that this company is moving forward. There are so many times I'm helping my mentees and the situation happens where things go so well, the hiring company is promising an offer. They are almost guaranteeing an offer will be extended in the next couple of days. And then time goes on, more time goes on. Now it's a month, no offer. This is why do not rely on just one company. That is going to set you up for failure. Once you receive a written offer and you formally accept, that is when you stop your job search. Don't prematurely stop it, because this can increase your level of depression. You're feeling like everything went so great. And of course, given you're a great professional, they are extending an offer to you, but you can't control that they are taking too much time for the offer. What can you control? Again, going back to motivation tip number 4 to overcome depression in your job search. You can control continuing to have conversations, continuing to keep the momentum high in your job search. Do that, and you will start overcoming these feelings of depression and doubt, and put yourself in a better position to succeed in your job search. Overcoming depression in your job search is difficult. I hope these 5 tips, these motivation tips, can help you. If you apply a therapeutic activity, physical activity, you start writing down the items that you're grateful for throughout the week, and you start taking action steps in the right direction and not relying on just one company to get that job, that's when you'll start to overcome this depression. Now, since you stayed till the end, I would love to share with you what I'm passionate about. I'm here to help you with your job search, but I'm also here to minimize the depression and anxiety that you feel throughout the job search. It can be grueling. It can take so much time. It can require so much patience. That is really difficult to go through on your own, and difficult to go through when you don't have the right mentor to speak to you on a daily, weekly basis and to give you that energy and to strategize with you on what the best approach is. I've assisted thousands of candidates land great opportunities, and I've also assisted them pivot their strategy to where they can expedite their job search and not just rely on applying, and no results. And also assisted those that felt like they were so down. They're down and they're not feeling good inside. I don't want that to happen to any of you. I want you to feel more energized, happier, and I want you to feel like you have someone to go to. And if that's me, it would be an honor and a pleasure. And again, I'll have a link to apply to my job search strategy coaching. If you're interested, please apply. I would love to hear from you.